how does your own unique background influence, if at all, your way of raising your daughter? And can you give us some examples?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I would like to start by saying that, like, I'm in no sort of rush to participate in the contest of the parent of
Best mother
the
in the world?
century. Right? Yes, yeah, the best mother in the world, actually. Like, I am hoping to do the best job possible, when raising my kid. But I strongly believe in the the idea that the best example for your children is actually yourself. So what you do, not only what you say, what you actually do. Mm-hmm. So, I am where I am is due to, because I was always interested in learning languages, traveling, discovering the world. And I think, as much as I want my kid to grow, I don't really want to impose on her anything, like any expectation or any of the hopes that I've had, as an adult or back when I was a child. However, I'm just trying to be honest with her and, to actually, whichever questions she has, trying to convey to her the ideas that she can't comprehend at her age. I'm trying to, just give her some basic ideas about what it's like to be a decent person in this world. Maybe to like traveling, to have curiosity, and I think we are on the same page regarding this with my husband. I mean, he is an Italian.
Do you think the way you raise your daughter is different from the way you were raised as a child back in Kazakhstan?
I think to a certain extent not, because I think the basic values that, we appreciate in our family are the same as they were in my family.
What are those values? Could you kind of?
Well, I think, it's being kind, being decent, not doing something to other people that you don't want to be done to yourself, common, respect, decency, like I said, understanding, comprehension for other people's needs, but not actually forgetting what you are, always remembering like who you are, and being strong about what you believe in. I think that's important. And we're trying to not make her that way, but create the environment where she can grow what she wants to become and helping her the way we can.
So when your mom visits you, or when your husband's mom or dad, grandparents visit, are there any cultural cultural differences or something that maybe you need to resolve and kind of?
Okay, well, it's always, this is always a tricky point. I'm unfortunately, this is unfortunately or fortunately on the other hand, unfortunately for Nadia, she only has one grandmother, and that's my mother. She only knew briefly her second grandmother, who unfortunately died. So unfortunately for Nadia, but fortunately for us, we have less to worry about in terms of cultural differences. And sometimes it's not even about cultural difference. Sometimes it's about generational difference, of how, grandmothers approach certain things and how you as a parent would like to approach them. So with my mom, it's probably, I think we're often on the same page, but sometimes she says things, I think sometimes one point I could raise is the empathy side, because I think sometimes my mom's generation do not show enough empathy for what children the age of my daughter are like, for what they feel, for how their emotions are. And so I'm trying to always understand, to sort of underline to them that it's important to empathize or appreciate that the child of that age can have her frustrations or positive emotions, acknowledge the fact that they can actually have them. Because we sometimes expect so much of children, like the generation, my mom's generation expects children to be obedient in a certain way, to listen to their parents. But then on the other hand, and they expect them to be capable of that. But then on the other hand, sometimes there is not enough acknowledgement of what the child actually feels like. Not what,
Or is
not
capable.
of what, yes, or capable, or just
At
like
that age.
acknowledgement that is possible, that's how they feel. Yeah. So
Sure. I know what you mean. Thank you.
You're welcome.